On to the Nats and this net zero commitment. There's still some reporting around this morning that perhaps that commitment will be achieved with a bit of a compromise. What are you hearing on that front?
Well, I said yesterday I thought that was the case, and that was largely based on David Littleproud's interview with Kieran yesterday, where he said as much. He said you don't start with your starting price or the price that you want. So in negotiations, which indicated there will be negotiations and it can happen. So there was a bit of a feeling within government that Barnaby and co were pushing the net zero barrows so hard as a mechanism to get rid of Michael McCormack. I think they'll be after certain exemptions in terms of agriculture and mining. Not sure how you do it in mining, frankly, but in order to tick off on it. But I think it can still go ahead.
Yeah. Just on to Michael McCormack. Do you think he stays, Andrew? Do you think he stays in government, or do you reckon he'll head off to the private sector?
I think he'll retire at the election. I think he sort of, he didn't deny that at his press conference, and I revealed yesterday he's not going to be in the ministry, so I think that's, he'll probably just go. We'll see.
David Littleproud has denied this morning that there was any kind of succession plan that was in place as part of those negotiations a couple of days ago. Are you hearing that there is or there isn't?
Look, I've never heard about a succession plan. I see the Australians reported that. The only thing I know for a fact is that David Littleproud wanted to run, and there were two motions, the spill motion, which got up, and then the candidates were asked to put their names forward. Once Michael McCormack put his name forward, Littleproud had promised not to challenge Michael McCormack, so he couldn't put his name forward. And he was hoping to get the McCormack supporters, peel off a couple of others and become leader. So Barnaby Joyce outplayed him, and Michael McCormack stuffed him to some extent. Having lost the spill motion, why would you stand is one question. Like, you haven't got the numbers. And so what you were looking at was a potential Morrison-Dutton scenario after Turnbull went. But instead, McCormack put his hand up.
So do you think now the Nationals are more dangerous with Barnaby as its leader?
Yes and no, right? So I think it might turn some female voters off, but especially in the cities, off the government. But in places like the Hunter and Central Queensland, he can win some more votes for the government. So it might just balance itself out. But we won't know until we see some polling, frankly, Pete.
Yeah, could Labor be worried about... would they be more worried about the coalition with Barnaby there where he is rather than Michael McCormack?
I honestly don't know. I thought they were a bit flat yesterday. Behind the scenes, they're sort of saying, good grief, how could they go back to him? But I was interested to see how flat they were. You'd think they'd have a bit more spring in their step if they thought it was a good thing for them.
All right, Andrew, good to chat. We'll talk to you soon. Look forward to chatting to you again next week, mate, day 13. Hey, hang in there, mate. Hang in there. Time goes fast. Hope you've got a nice book. Keep you busy. Talk to you soon.